Today, federal judges in New Hampshire and Maryland temporarily blocked the Trump regime's push to end DEI in K-12 public schools. The New Hampshire ruling blocks the April 3rd letter that said, sign this letter denouncing DEI or you lose funding. These schools, they do not have to sign. The Maryland ruling blocks the February 14th Dear Colleague letter that threatened schools with investigations and federal funding loss if they had DEI anything anywhere. This is blocked nationwide. The New Hampshire case is a result of the NEA and the Center for Black Educator Development suing the U.S. Department of Education. This suit is being litigated by the ACLU, as they do. The Maryland case comes from the AFT and a public school district represented by Democracy Forward. There have been multiple letters, and there's multiple lawsuits. So let's trace this thread. On February 14th, the Office for Civil Rights at the Education Department sent out a letter saying, hey, schools, anything that even smells DEI-ish to us within hiring, scholarships, clubs, curriculum, don't do that now, or we're going to take your funding. Investigations start in 2 weeks. See you there. This letter on February 14th is what triggered both of these lawsuits. But then on April 3rd, the department sent out a letter demanding that states collect signed certifications from every state Department of Education and districts under them, promising that they would eliminate DEI, whatever that means. And if schools don't comply or states don't comply, there were threats of lawsuits and all kinds of loss of funding and all that yucky stuff. So the ACLU NEA lawsuit was filed in response to the February 14th letter. But once that April 3rd letter dropped, they were like, oh, this harm is way more imminent and a way clearer violation of the Constitution. So they changed their ask to include the April 3rd letter. And now a federal judge in New Hampshire was like, oh yeah, that does make it more dire, doesn't it? So they blocked temporarily all of this anti-DEI shit. Schools do not have to collect those certification forms. Schools are not at immediate risk of losing federal funding because of DEIA. It's all on pause while the lawsuit plays out. But meanwhile, separately, the AFT had sued about the February 14th memo. And today, a judge in Maryland postponed enforcement of that nationwide. They're saying that memo was improperly issued and vague and a threat to free speech and academic freedom. Well, duh. But let's go back to this letter thing. So today is the last day states can sign saying, I promise we aren't doing DEI, Daddy Trump. So let's go over that. Actually, I'm going to do a separate video.